about to head on a long run and I want to talk a little bit about nutrition. I've had my morning porridge, and even though I never used to eat anything before pretty much any run, I wouldn't take water, I wouldn't take food. I've now learned that while you can do that, it doesn't really help your training. So today I'm going to be practicing a little bit of fueling as I prep for my first ever ultra, which is the Ultra Loop in Manchester. I've got two things that I'm going to be taking with me. One of them is a sort of strawberry gummy from Decathlon, which I've got in here. They're these small little chewables, and the reason that I'm not bringing any gels is just because I've tried them before and I never feel good with them. So I think it's all about finding out what works for you, and these work well for me and I can eat them while I run. I think they've got like 21 grams of carbs, which is just sugars. But they work pretty well, so I'll be taking one of those every 5k. And I've also got something new that I'm trying, which is this sap gel. Well, it's not a gel actually, it's in the format of a gel, but it's actually just pure Canadian maple syrup with a little bit of Himalayan salt and 25 grams of carbs. 2 ingredients. I'm really excited to try this, test it out, see how it feels. I'm all for having something that's more natural. And yeah, I'll be taking this at the 10k mark. So we'll see how that feels, but the clock's ticking. We've got to get going. Let's go. Made it along to the canal where it's nice and flat, which is pretty rare for Sheffield. I'm feeling good, 4k in, enjoying the good weather. It's a nice day today, so really happy to be out running. This is the peak week of the ultramarathon block. Today, I'm feeling good. Amaya's training for the Manchester Marathon, so I'm running a half with her just to see how I feel. If I feel good, I might either continue or just have a little rest, have some lunch, and then go back out for like a 5 or 6k run just to build up the final kilometers in this big week. I'm aiming to do around 55 to 60 kilometers, and then I'll be tapering for 3 weeks leading up to the race itself. Amaya's doing some activations with 5k in, so it's perfect time to bite down on some fuel. It's not that good, but it's not that bad equally. The thing that I quite like about these chews is that they're made for running, for sport. They're really easy to eat while running. I mean, as easy as anything can be to eat while running. They're 51% fruit, so the main ingredients are all natural, which I think works well for me. I think fake ingredients don't sit well with me, and I've been adapting to eating these while running, and you know, it's not easy, but it's possible, which is something that's new for me. And lately, when I've been taking on fuel such as this, during the runs, I've just been feeling like I've got way more energy, keep going for longer, and it is definitely making a difference. Do let me know if you've got any suggestions, any comments on what might be good for me to try, and I can try it out on my next long run. All right, first time trying these sap gels. I've opened it up. Let's give it a shot. I'm walking because I don't know what to expect and I don't want to spit it all out while I'm running for whatever reason. But yeah, here it goes. Damn. Whew. That's sweet. But oh man. That is very delicious. It is not what you would say after having a gel. And very easy to swallow, very smooth. Damn, I want another one. That is very good. Let's see how it sits in my stomach and how it helps me over the next 5k. 10k in, let's keep going. find that when I'm running long distances, I really try and just focus on the next step instead of, oh, I'm only halfway, or there's still X amount of kilometers to go, because that can really get in your head and take away from the experience that you're having in that moment. And yes, whatever distance you're trying to cover might seem really far away, but if you keep moving, you'll get there. And that's my goal for the ultra, is to just keep moving, even if I'm walking, keep moving, minimize rest, while also making sure I'm taking in enough food, water, but still enjoying the whole experience. Last bit of fuel now, 15k in. Feels good. I think it's definitely been a bit harder on the way back, because obviously when you're following a canal, you don't really realize it, but we've been going downhill the whole way, and the wind was also with us, so now we're running back slightly uphill against the wind, but we're just working hard to make sure that we're keeping our heart rates in control. Last break, last little strawberry bit of nutrition, and then we'll be on the home straight. I think I might go out for another run later today to make sure that I can reach the biggest week of the training so far. It is a gorgeous day. I'm very grateful to be out here running. So far, feeling pretty good. And my legs are definitely tired, but from the gels, well, from the nutrition that I've had, I've been feeling good. I'd be lying if I didn't say I didn't feel anything in my stomach. Like, it just felt clear. Can definitely feel like you're digesting something, but it feels good. I don't feel sick or anything. I don't feel like it's impacting me in any way. Whereas when I have a gel, I really feel bad. So now I think the energy that you get from taking on that nutrition can just help you go so far. And so that is really important. But I'm also looking forward to taking on some proper food, some crisps, some whole foods, some wraps and that kind of thing, some Nutella, peanut butter. We'll see. I will go through my whole nutrition strategy closer to the event, closer to the race. For now, 18.5k in on the business end of the run. Got back from the long run and I'm out again. Got home, fueled up, rested, took it easy, and now I'm back out again just to get in a few more kilometers of easy running and to simulate running on tired legs for that ultra. Everything's been going to plan and I'm feeling pretty good overall. I'll talk a little bit about my goals for the ultra when I get home, but doing about 5k nice and easy around the local park. That is the biggest week of ultra training completed. Just did 5.3k, but honestly I felt really good. I felt springy, and I don't know what it could be. My only logic is that having a bit of rest, having food really helped. I'm also wearing the Torin 7s. Earlier I was wearing the Torin 8s, and I do think that there's a difference between them. I feel like the Torin 7 is a little bit snug in the midsole. The design is nice. I don't know, I'm still undecided, but having run over 850 kilometers in these shoes, and the Torin 7s, they still feel good. So on the edge about the Torin 8s, still got to get some more kilometers in them, but I am on the lookout for other wide toe box shoes, especially for daily training. So let me know. I've heard Topo are pretty good, and I think there's some other brands out there, so I don't know, let me know if you've got any recommendations. But thank you for joining me on this long run, my biggest day of training, and I'm very excited to taper off now until the ultra. I'm going to be targeting 70 kilometers, so averaging 7-minute pace. It's going to be a battle, it's going to be tough, and we're going to be breaking some limits It'll be my furthest ever run, so I'm very excited for it. I'll bring you along for the taper, bring you along for my strategy, and I'll dive into that in a little bit more detail next week. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.